What's up, friends? So what are you guys doing? No quiere caminar.
Hey, come on, don't be lazy.
Yeah, right there.
Hey, Angelica's our presenter right now. So she's going to tell us who she is. Can you tell everybody who you are, Angelica? And Sullivan. So when you guys are done writing it down, you're going to give her a thumbs up so she knows you're ready. Remember, you're being a respectful listener and you're not doing anything else, right?
I had 2 sisters and 1 brother. What? Ooh, I did a whole bunch. Like, I stopped at one point.
You did amazing, and I bet you anything the FAMBAM's gonna tell you, Angelica, you did amazing, and your hair's so cool. Who else has cool hair, huh? Tell me. Tell me. I love you, Nana. Say it.
I love you too.
How much? A lot?
Yes.
You did good. Do you want me to check you up?
I had all of that, and then Bishop out of nowhere, he's like, why is your voice so low? Like, we never can hear you. Instead of us talking loud.
You know, boys are so annoying like that. You know, sometimes your brothers ask questions that they're not even supposed to, and it's like, why do you say that? So imagine people who are strangers. That's how people are gonna be. People ask the dumbest things sometimes, and it's like, why are you so comfortable saying that? It's because people don't think me here. That's what I always tell you guys, like, have manners. You don't want to be like those people. If anything, if they want to be like that and they want to say things they're not supposed to, just be like, ew. Just hit them with an ew. How does ew make you feel when someone's being, like, you know, someone says anything? Imagine you saying something stupid and me going, ew. You'd be like, oh, okay. You feel dumb, right? Just hit them with an ew, baby. And don't care so much anymore. You did awesome, I promise. I think it's just because you felt kind of nervous, you know? And a lot of people staring at you. But you did it. I would pretend I was sick and put my forehead on the heater so I wouldn't have to do stuff like this. Okay? One time I burnt my forehead and Grandma got so mad. But you actually did it. Don't cry, my love. And don't care what people think. You're so talented, baby.
We got somebody easier.
I know, but that's, life is not going to be easy.
No, because almost half the class got the easy ones. Like, you know, the smart ones got the easy ones. Like, Miss Rose always give, like, one of the twins that rules. So
okay, well, next time we'll talk, and I'll let them know, like, hey, this is, and we'll see, okay?
Yeah, and most of the pictures of Helen killing what she told her.
Okay. Alright, you guys, so we just left Angelica's presentation. Is that how you say it? Right? Presentation. And she was so excited about this, you guys. She made sure to, like, print out the photos and stuff, stick them on the thing, picked out little facts that you're supposed to and everything, and just excited. She kept telling me and stuff like, I have to dress up like her, I have to do my bun like her, and she had like flashcards and stuff, and she was like studying, and her and Eli were like going back and forth, and even Elijah knows about this person because Angelica won't stop talking about him and talking about her, and that's why, did you notice last night they were kind of going at it because Angelica was like really nervous and he kept correcting her on something because she kept getting it wrong. He kept correcting her because she was like nervous, you know, so when you get nervous you get annoyed, and it was just so cute because I'm like, oh, like, you know, they're studying together. So anyways, we go in today, we go in a little bit early so Angelica could do the whole, you know, costume change and everything. I mess up and I bring her the wrong heels, and she was like, oh Mom, those are the wrong ones.
Not like the wrong ones, like one from each one, like,
yes,
completely different shoes.
But they're both black, so that's why I thought like, oh, and I just grabbed it and I felt horrible, okay, because she was like, she's gonna take points off of me now, and I was like, oh, I'm so sorry, go to that, like, I'll talk to her. She's like, you can't always talk for me, Mom. And I was like, that hurt, you know.
I thought it was like a big thing. Like I thought it was like all the parents were gonna be there or something.
That's the assembly. That's for next time.
I thought like that's what it was right now. Like all the parents were gonna be there, but we were the only ones there. Like nobody else cared about their kids.
This is the test run.
Nobody likes their kids, I guess.
And so she gets up there and she's like,
that was crazy though, okay? Like I don't know about y'all. Like did your guys' parents go to these little things? Like my parents never ever went to anything.
Never go?
Anything to do with my my school, my life. I'm just kidding. No, my school, like I don't remember them there ever. Like and at the same time, like it was probably like I don't remember if like I really told them or I really pushed them or I really asked or anything like that, because it was just like, you know, it's just gonna get more nervous and talk in front of people. But I liked it. Like I liked going in there. Like I liked going in their class. Like I like them knowing that like we are active in their school, you know, that like we'll go into the classroom, that we'll go in there, like whatever. Like it's cool like being in there, you know what I mean? But I even played soccer in middle school. They didn't come to my games, eh? Not one game. Okay, go on.
So Angelica, I'm sorry, babe. So Angelica is setting up everything, you know, as you guys saw and stuff, and I can just see my poor baby shaking. And God, I don't even talk about it because I'm so emotional. Okay, so Angelica has speech problems, and she's been working really hard on it. Really hard on it. She's had it since she was like little, you know, and they've been in classes how to like fix like, you know, the speech delay and all that and stuff. So Angelica pushes herself like really hard, and I hate that. Been frogging your throat. That doesn't happen when you cry?
Yeah, but like why can't you?
Cause it's just like it sucks. I don't know, like it just, you can't when you cry. She pushes herself really hard, and she's constantly like calling herself stupid and everything, which I freaking hate, because I always like tell her, you're not stupid, like you just have to work harder. And she just like, it's hard for her to like, she'll read something and then automatically she'll forget it, you know, and she hates that because she's like, what's wrong with me? And I'm like, I do the same thing. Like there's something I have to like read it over and over and over and over, and then I'll get it. And then she gets so upset by it, and you know, and her classmates pick on her and they call her stupid, or like, why did you say this, or why did you add that word, or why did you move this word around? And she has dyslexia, and that sucks because I have that, and sometimes you guys have noticed it when I read something off a PR or something, and I'll add something, or I'll move the word around, or I'll fix it to how I think it's supposed to be. And Angelica has it, and I guess like they'll make fun of her. And with this presentation, she had to write notes and stuff on this person, and she paused, and you can just see that she was just like, oh my god, you know, like great. And she started like fumbling over her words, and she just got like super duper nervous. Like classmates and stuff like were correcting her because like she said she used incorrect grammar, you know, and someone corrected her, and you can just tell just by her face where she was just like like annoyed, you know. And then she made a mistake saying that the person that she was reading about knew sign language, and then I seen right away, and I looked over too, because even the lady, one of the girls sitting down, she was like, she didn't know sign language. And then the teacher was like, yeah, I know, like trying to shush her up and stuff, you know. And then Angelica was just looking at them talking, and that just sucks. Like the whole, like, you know, you just feel like, oh my gosh. But when she was done and everything, me and her were talking, and it just like broke my heart to see her like break down, because she was like so worried, like, oh yeah, like when you leave, like they're gonna be so mean. And she, I was telling her like, you did a good job, you know, like telling her that like good job. And like I was telling her and stuff, like I couldn't even do this because like I would tell grandma that like I had a fever, so I wouldn't have to, you know, do stuff like this. Like I'd put my freaking forehead like on the vent and stuff and like wait hot and then I had my mom feel my forehead right away before it cooled down, and my mom would be like, oh, you don't got to go to school, because like I didn't want to sit there and talk and do a presentation. And I remember one time I did do a presentation. It was on Idaho. So I did a presentation on like where you were born and stuff, and I said Idaho. And I remember the whole class laughed, and they're like, you're what? And I remember getting so annoyed, like, oh, I remember getting so mad. And even the teacher kind of laughed a little bit. She thought it was funny. And I remember just being like, I just wanted to walk out. And then my mom, she didn't give me the right poster board, so right away the freaking teacher told me she was gonna take off like 5 points, and I didn't have any glue to glue on my my things, so I used a crap ton of that clear tape. So my freaking poster board was so shiny, so anytime I moved it, it was just shiny. And I remember like all my classmates were like, why is it like that? I can't read what you put. Why is it like this? Why didn't you use glue? And they were just like being so rude. So seeing Angelica break down and like caring so much what they were saying just took me back, and I was just telling her stuff.
Well, like this was like different, right? Because like I'm in there, like I'm not even really like noticing all these small things, because like they're small things, right? It's not until after the presentation is over and like she's mad, like she's all mad and she's like crying and like and like rushing off. She goes into the thing, you know, babe goes to go talk to her to like, you know, to find out like what's going on. And it's not just like, you know, these little things, it's this frustration from like being bullied for so long. Like she already knows all the stuff that's going to be said. She already knows like that she's going to get shit from these little kids, that she's going to get things said like, why did you say it like this? Why do you sound like this? Why can't you whatever? Like you're so dumb. Or like these are kids that are like constantly doing these things, saying these things. Like when she's going to read, like, oh, can we pick on somebody else? Why her? It's gonna take forever. It's gonna, she can't do this, she can't read, she can't, why do you talk like that? You know what I mean? It's a constant thing. And this isn't something that like just started. It's like since she was little. They've had a hard time talking since they were little. They've been in speech therapy since they were little. They've had extra classes since they were little to help them out with the whole speech thing, you know. So this is something that they've dealt with or have to deal with for a long time, you know. So it sucks to like see your kid like break down like that, because like she already knows, you know, like she already knows like how bad it's gonna be, all the rude things that are gonna be said, all the, you know what I mean? Like it's just, it sucks, because it's like that's why I like being there, being able to go there and being able to see what's going on. Because like if you're not, like that's when like kids feel alone, right? They feel alone, bad things happen. So like I like to make sure that we're involved, we're in the classroom, or to let them know that like those kids don't matter, right? That doesn't matter, those kids don't matter. Like we're here, we came to support, we came to see what you're doing. Like it's, we like it, we're gonna be here regardless. It just sucks that there's nothing that you can do to like help, you know? Like you can't like go off on these little kids or like do something or say something, or like, and like the school too, like they've done nothing. Like it's not something new. It's not like we haven't brought it up to their attention. Like they don't even do anything. Like it's such a frustrating situation to be in, and to see what's going on and like not being able to do anything. Because it's not like it was just like, you know, like it's just, it wasn't just nerves, you know, it wasn't just nerves from like messing up or saying the wrong thing, or like it was like way more than just nerves. Like you could just see it, like dreading like what's going to come, like having to deal with this, like, you know, like such a, like she was breaking out in hives, her forehead, she had hives. To like see that head of the forehead, you know, and I'm like, great, hopefully they don't say anything about that. But I feel like she's a lot stronger than me, because I feel like I would have called my mom and be like, come pick me up, and she was like, no, I'm just gonna stay, because it just sucks too, because she's like, they're just gonna say something tomorrow, so I'm just gonna stay. So my camera died. But
anyways, so I was telling her and stuff like, do you want to just go home with me and dad? And she was like, no, like I'll just stay because I'm just gonna hear about it tomorrow. And like that just made me so sad because I'm just like, she just knows like regardless, like she's just gonna have to hear it. And she was like, it just sucks because like we're in this room and we're talking and the guy's breaking down, and it's like, it just like knowing that like we're gonna leave but she's gonna be in the classroom by herself with like these little kids that like pick on her. And then it sucks too because then I can't like tell the teacher and stuff like, oh, have them be nice to her, or oh this or oh that, you know, because then I just feel like it makes it worse too, because then your child just kind of feels like isolated, you know what I mean? Like it just sucks. But like Rudee said and stuff, like I'm glad that we really are active and like we go in there and stuff. Like these little kids, like even like though like some of them are mean to Angelica, like they know like, okay, like that's mom, that's dad, you know. And Angelica, what I like también is that Angelica has no problem if they try to come at her fake, because she'll be like, oh, remember when you said this to me? Like she has no problem. Like the other day, remember I told you there was this kid, he was over at her house and he's like said something mean to Angelica, and she came and told me and stuff because I was like, oh, like how come you're not playing, whatever. And she was
Chongalicious,
like,
you know,
Chongalicious. He was being mean to her. And then I was like, how come you're not playing with him? And then so she came up and then she was like, hey, what did you say to me again? Because she couldn't remember like what it was that he said. And he's like, I didn't say nothing. Like he felt like so embarrassed. And I remember just like, what was just yesterday, of course I remember, I was just like, oh my god, like that's so cool. I love how they're just like, not just Angelica, like all the babies are very vocal about like, oh yeah, he did it, or she said this or that. Like they don't care, you know. Yeah. And I love that, because that means like we have built that relationship with the kids to not be embarrassed or scared or hold it in, you know, because they have us to talk to about it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, mama. I don't know what the point of the video is. I don't know what, you know, other than to like make sure that you go to your kid's school, make sure that you are constantly checking in, talking to them, because like the things that like seem so small, right? Because like all this stuff is small, all this stuff like in the big spectrum like doesn't matter, and it's like so insignificant, but like to them it's like it's the end of the world, and it's like it's something big, and it's like that affects them, you know, that affects them in the long run, that affects everything, their self-esteem, how they feel. So just make sure that, you know, you're talking to your kids, make sure that you're checking in on them, going to school, seeing who their friends are, you know, what is really going on, what is really being said. Check in,
you know. And it's crazy because today I was thinking of like, oh, maybe like we shouldn't go, we'll wait till the big one and stuff. But I'm really glad, you know, that like we went and stuff, because I can just imagine like how she would have been dealing with this by herself, you know what I mean? And imagine like, it sucks because it's like we can't be at school all day every day, so it's like imagine how much like she has to go through like on a day-to-day basis, you know. If anything, she's just gonna have some tough ass skin. Okay, so yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys. Like Rudee said, just be more involved, teach your kids to be nice. Just like teach your kids and stuff to have manners and everything, and you know, to be nice. Like you don't always have to be rude. There's a difference of like, you know, like just playing around, and then there's just being rude and like intentionally wanting to like, you know, hurt someone's feelings and stuff. When she gets home, we're gonna have a girls' day. I can't finish my sentence. And then you're gonna go to school. Can we just homeschool you? Imagine.
Mama, this is coffee. You can't have this.
We're gonna have a girls' day. And I know she's gonna be excited about that because she loves girls' day. So, and it was always, she always had so much fun too. Like when Illeen was here, when we'd have girls' day, she would get all excited. Like I don't know if you guys remember when Angelica first got her nails painted. So maybe we'll go do something like fun or whatever, or her pick out something, or just like even if we go and get a boba. Like I like that we have that relationship, and then how we go out to eat and stuff, and we just sit there, you know, and talk and everything. Like I feel like that helps too, because I feel like the kids are very open with their feelings, and I'm just grateful. I
wonder if we should have just put Andrew and Angelica in the same class and just had them, because like we separated them, right, since the very beginning. Like we wanted them to be their own person, because when they were little they were always together. Like people thought they were twins, so like we wanted them to like, you know, be close but still have their own identity, be separate, and be able to, you know, mingle with other people, socialize with other people, not just them. So like we put them, you know, in different classrooms. Like, okay, that way, you know, you guys can socialize and everything like that. We'll put you guys in, they're in the same grade, just different classrooms, like right next to each other, you know, when they were little and stuff. But now, like, I wonder if it's like, maybe we should have just kept them together. Like, maybe we should have just kept them in the same classroom.
And in junior high, they could have had their own.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That made me feel better.
Yeah, like, it's too much. Like, it, like,
She's
the
constantly having to watch
mental
herself.
abuse that, like, she's enduring. It's just, it's too much for a kid to go through. It's like, when is enough? Like, you know, there's teasing and there's whatever, kids being kids, but it's like, when it gets to that point, it's like, y'all gotta do something. You guys gotta intervene. You guys gotta make sure to fix it before things get out of hand, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I don't think Andrew would mind, because Andrew's like, he has his friend in her class, and, you know, Andrew's just like, okay, and he'll, like, you know?
Yeah.
And how he's, and it sucks, too, because Andres is always having to, like, watch her at recess and stuff, because, like, girls are, like, mean to her. And, like, Angelica's bun, I don't know if you guys noticed, it was messed up, and Angelica was telling me that, like, the girl in her classroom and stuff was, like, messing it up intentionally, telling her and stuff, like, oh, like, it's ugly, just teasing her. And I've complained about this girl time and time. We'll keep an eye, all this and that. And there's only so much that, you know, whatever that can be done. And it just made me upset that, like, Angelica's bun was ruined just because this girl just wants to pick on her. And there's been other times where Andres does tell me, like, I had to tell this person, like, to leave her alone. I had to do this, I had to do that. Or, like, you know, and it sucks having to hear Angelica, like, oh, who did you play with? And she's like, oh, nobody. Like, I just wait till the bell ring, you know? And there has been times where, like, I just go check up on them, like, at school, just to see, like, what they're doing, you know? And Angelica will be in the corner by herself. And it just freaking sucks, because it's just like, damn. And then there's good days, you know? But it just sucks that there's more bad days than good days. Maybe that's why she's, like, so feisty and divish, you know? Because, like, she was even acting like that. Did you see when that kid asked the question? She was just like, don't ask me anything.
Not like feisty and diva-ish. It's like in a bad mood, like in a bad attitude, like you know what I mean?
Like, here it comes. Kind of like the attitude, like, here we go, or what?
Kind of, I guess. It's just like a bad attitude, but it's like, you know, like, we're always on her, like, man, like, change your attitude. Like, why are you always mad? What are you? And it's like, at the same time, it could be like, you know, a product of the environment. Like, it's like she has to go through this stuff day to day and every day at school. So it's like, this stuff is things that she's bringing home, and she's always got a bad attitude, and she's always mad because she's always having to go through these things every day at school.
Yeah. And she's constantly being called dumb, and it sucks. Because she really thinks she's dumb. And I'm like, you're not dumb. You're so creative. You guys see all the stuff that she draws. And I tried showing her, like, that Gary guy. You know how he said that he, like, sucked at school and he got, like, F's and everything? Mm-hmm. I'm like, he's so smart, mija. And, like, look at him. And I was telling her about your mom, how your mom said that she had to work twice as hard and stuff, like the nurse and stuff. So, like, that would help Angelica. And she'd be like, really? I'm like, yeah. Like, next time you're over at grandma's house, like, how grandma tell you and stuff, like, she'll tell you. Because I remember Rudee telling me, and then I remember his mom telling me too. Because I remember I said I was stupid or something, and she just told me and stuff, like, you just gotta, just do it. And then she told me the same story Rudee did. So I told Angelica the story, you know. And Angelica was like, really? I'm like, yeah. Like, no one's dumb. You just gotta, like, you know, you gotta maybe work a little bit harder.
Yeah.
But, like, what comes easy for you, being creative and drawing, and you just see it in your head and you're like, oh, I like this, and like, there's so many things that Angelica does, and I'm like, I wouldn't even think about doing that, and Angelica does it. And, you know, it's just like, I tell her, like, maybe that's easier for you to be this way, you know, creative and all that, and it's harder for Eli to be creative in that sense, you know, and do that, all that, whatever. But he learns because you teach him. And she's just like, okay. But it just sucks and stuff, because she'll remember it for a minute, and then, like, you know, she'll have a bad day. I'm glad we went, and we were
It just sucks to see your child, like, always mad, always frustrated, always crying, always, like, especially because it's like, look, put Jade right here where she was. Like, this is what she looked like. This was her. You know what I mean? Like, this is how she was. This is how, you know, just a happy, cute little kid. You know what I mean? Like, this is exactly, hey, don't fall. This was exactly Angelica. Like, this was her. And, like, as parents and stuff, when you think about, like, your kid getting bullied or your kid, like somebody being mean to your kid, like this is what you see. You know, you see this. You don't see like a big kid, or you don't see a 10-year-old. You see this. You see somebody being mean to your baby and stuff.
Just might be right in the face, like.
Okay, come on, let's go. Where everybody cries.
Already loves. Oh, what is Joy Coy? Already went like that. Okay, the vlog is gonna turn up. What's ahead because out of school, and we'll like, you know, do something fun. Dang, why are you breathing hard, girl? Oh my gosh. Okay, no, you can't have coffee. All right, you guys. Sorry for crying so freaking much. We're gonna go inside. Where are we at? Dollar General.
Dollar General. Put the camera away.
Okay.
Se la roban aquí, eh?
Shut the heck up.
This is not.
Alright guys, I'll see you guys in the next clip. Thank you guys for listening to me. I love you guys.